Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm glad to see you here today, and I can't thank you guys enough for stopping by and watching my video. If you're new here, hope you might consider subscribing to the channel and give us a thumbs up so it helps our videos. And what I got today that I'm going to try, you know, this channel's all about cooking and gadgets for the kitchen and whatnot, so I'm going to I bought this frying pot on Amazon. It's 3.4 liters, and I'm hoping this thing will be easier to clean up than my deep fryer after I'm done cooking. And I'm going to have to change my thinking a little bit, I'm pretty sure, and cook smaller pieces of food. It sits on top of the oven, so I can keep the oven on warm, and as I'm getting food ready, completed, I can put it in the oven to stay warm. It has this neat little rack here where you, after you take it out of the fryer, you put it up here, and the grease drips back down into the pot. And so before, with my deep fryer, we went through a lot of paper towels. You know, you take it out of the fryer, put it on a pan with a paper towel, and the grease just, it's messy. So I'm hoping this is going to be cleaner to use. It says it's premium stainless steel. It says it's induction compatible. I don't really see a manufacturer's name on it. I think it's probably from China. It's probably Asian. I'm not too sure about this thermometer, if it's if those are Celsius or degrees. I hope they're Celsius, because you know, you really need to cook fry at 350 to 375. So today what I'm going to try to do is imitate a Dairy Queen or Sonic chicken finger, steak finger box. I'm going to try to cook some onion rings, some french fries, some steak fingers, and some chicken fingers. So that's what it looks like, and wish me luck, and you'll get to see the results, and I'll give you my opinions and thoughts when I'm done, if this thing actually is what I hope it will be when I bought it. Be back with you guys in a while. Okay, y'all, so I've cut up some cube steak, some chicken breast. I've got paprika, black pepper. Oh, by the way, I used my Ninja Never Dull knife. Onion powder, salt, garlic, Tony Chachere's original Creole seasoning, flour, buttermilk, and an egg. So what I'm going to do, and I used my Cuisinart mandolin to cut up my fries. That's a pretty cool little toy right there. So let's start out with some buttermilk. One egg. Some flour. A little bit of cornstarch. Add some of our Tony Chachere's. Some garlic powder. A little bit of salt. Excuse me, I'll breathe in some of that spice. Some onion powder. Some thick black pepper. A little bit of paprika to add some color to our batter. And we'll just whisk all this together. Now we'll whisk our egg in our buttermilk. Now we're going to batter our steak fingers. Okay, so now we're ready to start frying. We'll do a little cleanup. Be back with you guys here in just a minute. I think the secret to using this frying pot is going to be not trying to cook too much at one time and having your food cut up in small pieces. So we're going to see how this works. When I get through, I'm going to tell you guys whether or not I like this thing and I feel like it was a good purchase or not. So I'll be back with you guys in a little while. Okay, one of the things I learned about the little thermometer on here, I'm pretty sure that it's in Celsius and not in degrees. So I had to go on my computer and do a conversion to find out where I want this thermometer to be reading before I start cooking. And it's got a little red range between the 160 and the 180. So that's where I want the thermometer to be reading before I start putting food in there, so it fries up at the right temperature. I guess this thing's made in China, and over there they measure in Celsius and not in Fahrenheit. You're going to have to watch this thermometer as you're cooking, because whenever you put some food in here, it's going to reduce your cooking temperature pretty quickly. So my first takeaway from this is going to be, this is for cooking small meals. You're probably not going to want to cook for a family of 4 with this thing. It'll take too long. You're going to want to be cooking more for 2 people or 1 person. But that's what I wanted, so. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm up to temperature, so I'm going to put in my first steak finger. put in about 5 pieces of meat, and it has not really affected my temperature. In other words, the temperature is maintaining. One thing I was worried about, I really didn't have anything to put the oil, but I bought this 48 fluid ounce vegetable oil, and it just was the right amount, so it will all pour back in this bottle when I'm done, and I can dispose of it that way.
And by the way, I think the oil comes right to the bottom of those bolts that the handles bolt onto the sides of the pot, and I think that's a pretty good guide of measuring how much oil you should put in this thing. I would not add any more oil to go above those bolts, so that'll kind of help you figure out how much oil you want to put in here. It really didn't need more as I was cooking along. That seemed to be the right amount of oil, so just a FYI for you guys. Also, as I'm cooking, I'm finding out that this little fry pot is more capable than I thought it would be. In a lot of ways, it doesn't have a problem keeping up with my deep fryer. And it's got a smaller footprint. It sits on the stove instead of sitting on the counter, which I like a lot. That'll make cleanup easier and also be easier to control the grease splatter. As far as grease splatter goes, there really isn't much because of the way the top of this pot is rounded up towards the center. Most of the grease that I had to clean up was dripping off of my tongs. So that's a plus right there. And I'm finding out that my original thinking that this thing would be easier to clean up than my deep fryer is proving to be true. And folks, throughout this entire cook, I did not have to use one paper towel. And that's a savings right there. When I cook with my deep fryer, I have to put paper towels out on my cooking sheet to place the cooked items on, and on this one here, I just put them on that little rack on top, and the excess oil drips back down into the pot. This is really a smart design in my opinion.
No complaints. I'm going to put these in the oven so they stay warm. No need for paper towels because they're drained off on this rack. This is a piece of chicken, cooked through and through. Very tasty.
I got this little fry pot on Amazon for $29.99, and I can tell you guys I'm going to be using it a lot, especially for like shrimp and fish and Uh, I kind of choose this because I thought, you know, I'm going to test it with this cube steak and chicken, and chicken is hard to cook, and getting it cooked thoroughly and properly, and so that was a good test for this thing, and I am really pleased with it. I'll have it linked up above in the comments so you can go right to it and get one for yourself if you'd like. Okay guys, now I'm going to cook up some French fries, and I'm really sorry, but I forgot to prepare some onion rings. I had meant to cook along with this, but I have probably more food than my wife and I can eat here, so I'll cook the onion rings next time. But you know, the way this thing is shaped, I'll bet it would be pretty easy to make a bloomin' onion in here. And I'm going to try to do that for you guys in a future video. That would be something really cool. My French fries came out golden brown, crispy, and really good French fries. All the way around the cook on this chicken fingers basket came out to my liking, and just as good as anything I've ever got at Dairy Queen or Sonic. So once again, folks, you can do your cooking at home and save money. You just have to gradually, bit by bit, put your kitchen together with some good cooking tools, and take a little extra time to do your own cooking, because you don't ever know what's going on in the restaurant these days. The quality of the food, I think, is going down. They're having trouble keeping their food around longer. You can go to the grocery store, pick something up fresh, and be cooking it that same evening. I want to thank you guys again for dropping by today to watch my video. I know your time is important to you, and it's really a privilege and an honor to have you guys stop by. Overall, I'm going to give this frying pot a thumbs up. I like it. I'm going to use it. In a minute here, I'm going to show you how it cleaned up after I got through using it. I think it's a lot easier to use than my electric deep fryer in many ways. And hey, for $29.99, guys, I'd get you one. I think it's a pretty cool little cooking tool. I somehow lost my footage of the completed tray, but here's a little glimpse of it. You can see what this food looks like. A good meal. In closing this video, I just wanted to show you guys that this fry pot cleaned up nicely. It meets or exceeds my expectations for what I thought this would be. Yeah, you see a little bit of wear on it, but overall it's shiny and clean. So God bless y'all, and I'll see you here for the next video. Have a great day.